This isn't a job down at, the grocery store.
Are you listening? Nurse Bass. Beast mode. Grinding. Yeah.
What's going on, guys? It's your boy Brad back with another video, and as requested and as I promised, I've got a video today for you on interviews. Now this isn't necessarily just applicable to panel interviews or just to nursing interviews in general, but we're going to talk about the registered nurse interview, and I'm going to talk about it from the perspective of a new graduate for your first time. There are some basic things. You may not have ever been a nurse before, but this is still a job interview. And there are some basic things that you need to know. And the first thing is you need to dress professional. This isn't a job down at the grocery store like I used to have. This is a career, a professional career. So you need to dress appropriately to communicate that professionalism and to communicate that you mean business. You're serious about the job. Second thing I recommend is arriving early. You certainly want to be on time, but I recommend arriving early. That also communicates professionalism. Actually, for my interview, I arrived 30 minutes early, and at the 15 till mark, they actually said for me to go ahead and go on back. So they definitely were aware that I was there early. I recommend that you definitely familiarize yourself with the job description, for the job that you're actually applying for. You want to know the specifics of the unit in which you're applying for as well, in regards to the job requirements. Definitely the facility in which you're applying for, the hospital or the healthcare facility. You want to familiarize yourself with their values, their mission statements, things like that you can draw upon. Of course, whenever you get there, you want to have prepared. Certainly, I don't want to say that you need to have things memorized and then regurgitate them verbatim, because that's bad. It looks bad anyways. They can tell whenever things just sound recited. But definitely preparation. It's not a bad thing. There are typical questions that get asked, and I'll probably make a separate video on some of the common questions that get asked, as well as questions that I myself was asked in my interview. But there are those out there, and it's good to go ahead and get, used to those, so you're not completely blindsided and sitting there stumbling over your words and, the blank stare. Anyways, so yeah, definitely do that. As far as panel interviews are concerned, it can range from 3 people up to 10 people, for instance, and it's going to be literally just, you're at a table and there's going to be, people lined up, the panel, if you will. They're all going to introduce themselves. You introduce yourself to each of them. You look each of them in the eye. You shake each of their hands at the beginning of the interview and at the end of the interview. You're going to introduce yourself, and they're going to take turns asking you questions. We actually had an instructor come and speak with us who was a nurse recruiter for the surrounding area for years. She's an older lady, and she told us that a lot of these people, they're often trained whenever they're interviewing you to be to have a poker face, to be stone cold, and to show no emotion regardless of how you answer a question. So you may encounter that. You may encounter those people who are interviewing you who you're trying to be personable with them, and they just completely brick walls. And but that's okay. Don't just understand that that's a possibility, and so go into it with that knowledge, and don't just be completely blindsided whenever that happens. So I just wanted to give you those couple of basic tips right there. But guys, just bear in mind now, it's an interview, okay? It's not the end of the world. Don't stress yourself to death. You are in nursing school, slated to graduate, slated to take the NCLEX. You're going to pass it because you're a boss, right? And you've already secured the interview, the face-to-face interview. So when that time comes, go in there with confidence in yourself, in your knowledge, in your abilities, and in yourself as a future employee and nurse, and communicate that confidence, communicate that professionalism, and you'll shine. Really hope you guys enjoyed this video. That's all that I got for you. Be on the lookout for the next video. Hit the subscribe button down below. If you have any video suggestions that you'd like, drop them in the comments, and I may make one. Maybe an Ask Bass episode. Who knows? That's all I got for you guys. Hope you have a good one. It's Nurse Bass, soon to be, baby. Catch you in the next one. Peace.